Son shit, y'all ready?
I hope y'all are. This episode right here, let me tell y'all, this episode, we did the whole Wednesday night session. Today's Friday. We did the whole Wednesday night session for the show. All Michael Jackson. All Michael Jackson joints. It was like, yo, Thriller. The fact that the show was on the 30th of November, 40 years of Thriller, had to do all Michael Jackson. And it was dope. The history moment, as y'all are hearing, as y'all see, 40 years, Thriller. Like, yo, come on, man. One of the greatest albums of all time. You know what I'm saying? There were so many things that came into play and just fell in the right place for this album. We talked about it. You know what I'm saying? To me, yo, is it flawless? Nah. Let me tell y'all right now. There's like maybe 2 songs, 3 songs at best. Even as a kid, listening to Thriller, I was like, that's alright. I could do without that. That's alright. Now, with that also being said, as a kid, I wasn't definitely into all of the smooth, slow jammy joints. So that's where a lot of that comes from. The joint with Paul McCartney could do without. The she's out of my life or whatever, could do without. You know, human nature makes it. Human nature makes it. But you know what I mean? The rest of the album, you know, to me, like I said, it ain't flawless, but it's dope. We did a dope show, 2 hours of nothing but Michael Jackson, Jackson 5 music. Did the history moment for the 40th anniversary. This is the 40th anniversary joint. We're gonna do it. We're gonna rock out. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it was a great show. And I geeked out. Because you gotta geek out when you're talking about the Michael Jackson joint. When you're talking about Thriller, you geek out. And I ain't go too geeky, but I geeked out. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, and a few months ago, especially I think around in October, I played the original version of Thriller. You know what I'm saying? Starlight. For those who don't know, Starlight was the first joint. Quincy Jones heard it and was like, nah, man, might want to go back to the drawing board on that. And everything, lyrics and all that. Everything about it is still Thriller, except for the hook. And add in, of course, Vincent Price's voice. Didn't even play Thriller that night either, by the way. Wow, right? Go ahead, figure that out. But we did our thing. We did it. We definitely remarkably rocked out for Michael Jackson on Michael Jackson's behalf. I don't know how you would say it, but we did it. It was dope. Salute. Like I said, I get a little geeky on this piece right here, but you gotta understand, it's one of the greatest albums of all time that are still selling, by the way. You know what I'm saying? And I think the reissue of the 40th anniversary came out. I saw some of it. I saw one up in Target. I saw one up in Walmart. Went into a record store. They had one. And everybody claims they got an exclusive version. I don't even think that who knows? Maybe Sony is out here making that many exclusive versions for it. But you know, it is what it is. Do your research. Listen to the album. If you've never heard Thriller, let me tell y'all something. If you've never heard Thriller, one of the first things that's going to come into your mind is these are some of the most classic Michael Jackson records ever. And it was all on this one album. Originally, all on this one album. Not this ain't the best of. The real Thriller joint had all the hits. I don't know how old y'all are. I don't know where y'all from. Salute to everybody who listens. I've seen the age graphic thing. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, if you have and I got homies, they'd be like, nah, I ain't never tried to check out Michael Jackson. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Especially because, you know, they're into other music. So it was like, Mike won't even on their radar. But all I'm saying is, Thriller. If you've never heard Thriller before, check it out and you'll be amazed. You'll be like, yo, this album had all this on it? Oh my God. And that's just knowing in retrospect that these are classics. Imagine hearing that joint back in, what was it, 82? You know what I'm saying? Imagine hearing that joint in 82 and 83, especially 83, because, by the time it came out, it was going on the new year. So, for sure, definitely 83. Imagine hearing that. And just being like, yo, this is a phenomenal album. That's all I'm saying. Dope. Let's go. Thank y'all for listening. Salute to everybody who listens. East Coast, West Coast, worldwide. Thank y'all for listening. Let's get into this. Let's go. Yes. Hey. For those who don't know that right there, you know what I'm saying? One of the illest bass lines in the game, Darling Dear. Woo, rest in peace. The James Jamerson, if y'all don't know, y'all ain't understanding what I'm talking about right here. Salute the Motown records, man. That's just that joint, you know what I mean? Word up. He did a lot of joints, Marvin Gaye joints, Marvin and Tammy Terrell joints, just joints, man. But anyway, I just was like, yo, I had the original, then I had the bass line with the strings and the bass line isolated with the vocals. I was like, yo, you know how we do, man. This is what we do. And y'all know what this is right here. So let us get into what we do right here. Because I don't understand. Yo, I'm going to let y'all, I'm about to get real geeky with this. So, yo, let's do it like this. Take it from the top. Take it from the top like this moment in black history. 40 years ago today, an album dropped that changed the world. Dudes say stuff like iconic, game changer, classic. This is that album. Best-selling album ever, and it still continues to sell. I saw Target, I saw Walmart, I saw Amazon, I saw actual record stores. Everybody's out here like they got that exclusive re-release joint for the 40th anniversary. I got joints out there for the 35th anniversary. There's just joints out here. 25th anniversary. But the album is just still that joint. You know what I mean? Like, it's that thing. Thriller. November 30th. 1982. You know what I'm saying? Got them awards in 1984. That's the gangsterness of it. See, let me let y'all understand right here. Epic is who Michael Jackson was signed to. You know what I'm saying? That was who he was signed to. The first single released was The Girl Is Mine because it had Paul McCartney on it. And he was like, yo, you gotta do that because it's Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson. That's just that joint. It ain't do what it did. Because, you know what I'm saying? Even on the album, it's not the joint. It comes and it goes and you're like, that was alright. But then you got like Wanna Be Started Something and Billie Jean and Beat It, Human Nature, Pretty Young Thing, Thriller. I don't even know if I said Billie Jean, but if I did, I did. If I didn't, I didn't. But what y'all ain't understanding is these were singles released. That's most of the album right there. That's the most of the album released, and the world went crazy. The world went crazy, and here's something that I'm gonna tell y'all. I say it a lot, and I say it all the time because it's the truth. The Thriller video is what put MTV really in that place because they could play the whole 30-minute joint whenever they felt like it. But what y'all ain't understanding is they was like, yo, we got the Billie Jean joint. We want y'all MTV to play it. Epic / Sony, Columbia, whatever one. It was like, yo, play that joint. They were like, nah, we don't do that. But y'all ain't understanding that MTV was very race motivated back in them days. This ain't pro-blackness. This is just the real talk. MTV said it themselves back in them days. It was like, nah, we only mess with white artists, rock artists, boom, boom. My man said, yo, I will take all our artists that are on our label and y'all ain't getting no more videos. Y'all ain't understanding how strong Epic was back then. Well, not Epic, but you know what I'm saying? The Sony Corporation, the Sony entity, Columbia, back in them days. We talking back in them days, yo. back then, hey, when you talk about they had Bruce Springsteen. Y'all ain't understanding. Bruce Springsteen was that dude in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? And it was like them dudes, and they was gonna take all these artists away from MTV, which was, you know what I'm saying? Again, fledging. It was trying to get his feet under. So they played Billie Jean joint. Then they was like, all right, cool. Can you play that Beat It joint? Beat It, by the way, if there was no Thriller, you'd still be like, yo, this Beat It joint is something else. This Beat It joint was next level. Like, you ain't even gotta listen to the music. Just visually, just watch the joint. And that's what the cool thing about Mike. Mike understood the medium of making videos. Because then Thriller drops the next year in 83. And the game changes. The game just becomes a whole different joint. You know what I'm saying? And again, what makes Mike dope is, what makes this album dope is because everything was coming together at the same time for this man. Motown 25 comes out in 83. My man it's like, think about it. Motown 25, as a grown man now, when we talk about Motown 25, it's one thing for sure that sticks out, the moonwalk. And for like the older heads, the second thing would be the original verses for y'all out there. Temptations versus the Four Tops. But we talking Billie Jean, the moonwalk. The world was just like, yo. And here's a geeky moment right here, real geeky. The people, the production team and everybody was like, they watched the rehearsals, everybody getting their joint together. And Mike was like, yo, I want y'all to put the widescreen on. I want y'all to get the whole body. I want y'all to peep my dance move. And they're like, all right, cool, whatever. You know what I'm saying? In their heads, they're watching because he didn't do the moonwalk during the joint, during the rehearsals. And they're like, all right, yeah, whatever, man. Cool, we got you. You know what I'm saying? So if you ever watch that joint, you'll watch. It's rare that it's close cut up, you know what I'm saying? Some close-up shots. Everything is widescreen so you can see the body dancing. And if y'all remember, like I remember, we went crazy. All of a sudden, my man pulled the moonwalk out. Shut it down. Next day in school, everybody out here trying to do the joint. You know what I'm saying? The streets is buzzing. You know what I'm saying? And then some older heads is like, yo, I seen that 100 times. You ain't doing nothing. No, I saw somebody do that on Soul Train. All right, whatever. The world was watching Motown. Billie Jean. That record sales for Thriller go off the roof a little bit. A man drops the Thriller video, 30-minute whole joint. Record sales go out and never stop. All of a sudden, the next album drops in like 1987. My man dropped his joint in 82. Bad drops in 87. And let's keep it a buck. Mike was still eating off of Thriller forever. Like, even when y'all was Smooth Operator and all that, and Bad and all that, he was still eating off of Thriller. Let's keep it a buck, right? Come on, man. But anyway, the album was phenomenal. It was one of them joints that helped me learn how to read when I was a youngin' too. You know what I'm saying? Because the words came with the joint. So you up here, like there ain't no way for you not to know the lyrics to any Michael Jackson joint on that album. I'm one of them dudes, I'm reading this joint. Everybody else in the crib dancing and popping and rocking. I'm reading it like, okay, alright, words, the lyrics to the okay. You know what I mean? Boom, just gangsterness, just riding out. You know what I'm saying? A couple of OGs, my OGs, they had the joint where the whole album was clear a little bit. Rarity. For those who don't know, there's definitely a re-release within the same little 2-year period because a lot of the records on the original, it wasn't snares, there was just the snaps and the claps. And then as time goes on and the stuff becomes singles and the album is really rotating, they go back. And then there's versions where there's snares and stuff. Realness. I told y'all we geeking out, man. It's talking 40 years of Thriller, B. So it was like, yo, there'll never be another. And it's not even that albums aren't dope like this. It's not that artists aren't dope like this. It's the fact that he was ahead of his time. It's the fact that everything was falling in line. Like Michael Jackson was the ultimate complete artist, entertainer, and time. And you know what I'm saying? It was a time frame where everybody would watch the same joints and gather together You know what I mean? Remember that Friday night when they told you Thriller was going to come on like 2 weeks in advance? All the video shows, no matter where you lived, everybody had a local video show. ABC had one for Friday night videos or whatever and all that. Imagine that. The whole world is stopping to watch this joint. Mike was good at that. Whole world stopped to watch the black and white video on Fox. The whole world stopped to watch. We still remember the time. You know what I mean? Ooh, that sound like a dope line. We still remember the time. Woo! Hey, we was, yo. You know what I mean? The world stopped. Fresh Prince too with the summertime joint. But that we ain't about Fresh Prince. Like, it ain't about Will. It's about Mike. Thriller, the ultimate album. Y'all ain't understand it was the ultimate album. 40 years, man. And nobody's been able to, he couldn't even recreate that match. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't catch that lightning in a bottle twice. It was just something, it was just, and that's the thing, man, like, if you didn't live in that time frame, if you weren't absorbed in that, and it's not even about being born in the 80s. I'm just saying, if you, that joint from 82 to at least 95, 96, where you could still, the radio would still play Thriller joints like it was brand new. That's just a time frame you will never get back. The experience, seeing videos and seeing Mike do his thing and hearing this joint and it's being so crisp in the ear. You know what I mean? Yeah, y'all ain't understanding. Y'all understand, but y'all ain't understanding, man. But anyway, that's the Black History moment. We getting back into this music, man. I want to do something. I don't do this a lot, but I'm going to do this tonight. I don't play two records twice. I might have played something twice. I don't know, because I'm losing track a little bit. But anyway, you know what I mean? But I'm going to play the I Want to Be Where You Are, the original joint. I played the Lord Finesse remix. Salute the Lord Finesse. Rest in peace to Heavy D, who was on the Jam joint. I want to play the original because we was listening in the car one day and the original came on. Cause Sirius XM had a joint where they was like Michael Jackson. Channel 50 was Michael Jackson's joint. It might be over with after the night, but that's not the point. What I'm saying is they play I Want to Be Where You Are, and I'm in the car, and I'm like, yo, peep this song. The breakdown of the music. We don't make music like this anymore. And there's a lot of joints out there that got some dope music. Don't get it twisted. There's a lot of dope artists with dope music. I'm saying the arrangement and the breakdown and the build up and the breakdown and the way everything just rocks. We no longer do that. Same thing with Al Green record. If you check out an Al Green record and then you listen to the stuff that's popping there, even no matter how quote unquote soulful it is, Al Green's arrangements are just a whole nother thing, man. Curtis Mayfield's arrangements are a whole nother thing. Marvin Gaye joints is a whole different thing. Like, they're just a different, you know what I'm saying? There was such a dramaticness to it, the Delphonics, stylistics. So people had this joint that the drums don't really kick in until like the hook. That's it. The drums are rocking it. You'll get the snare every once in a while, and then when it comes in, it's the snare every blue moon. And then when the drums do kick in, it's the rim shot joint. And then when the breakdown comes for the bridge, that's when the music, it gets real musical around that time and around the end. I'm just saying, man, they don't make music like this no more, man. It's just dope music. You know how we do on Wednesdays. We just get down and hit y'all off with some dope classical stuff. Get at me on Twitter. I don't talk too much about this joint. I geek out when it comes to joints like this. Y'all know me, man. Anyway, let's get down to what we do. Let's do what we do. Salute to all y'all out there listening and just putting up with this. Or not putting up, you know what I mean? Riding out with just like, yo, he really out here rocking some he played the Michael Jackson Reflection, the way life used to be. Hey, don't nobody play that. I played that joint. Y'all don't know nothing about that right there. What? Let's get into what we do. Word up. Live at the Oasis, Legal Crime Radio, Hot Vibes. No, that's a Saturday vibe. This is Wednesday, all Wednesday. This is exclusivities. You know how we do, man. I'm tripping. I do want to say, go check out the podcast, though. Most streaming services, our world, our time. Let's go. Hold on. My fault. If you yo, we messed up on a lot of joints. But that was like, yo, my bad on that. Yo, that's my time. I'm up out of here. I'ma holler at y'all later. Sorry, yo, Saturday. We gotta pop it on Saturday. Bring it back real quick. My bad. Yo, here we go. I wanna say, to all the people out there, that's what we do. This is what we do. It's live. You know how we get down. But anyway, they say you only live once. That's a lie. You only die once. So anytime that your God allowed you to go out here and continue your journey, show the world the best version of you. Y'all be safe. Peace. Let's go.
This is a Soul of Art presentation.